Hey guys, welcome to a quick update on our little dove babies. As you can see, our first babies that we found are just about ready to go. We have a little bit of an owie on one of our babies, so we're going to treat that with some antibiotic, make sure it's okay, and we're looking into the exact process for a soft release, which I'll explain in another video. Anyway, this right here is Alpha, who hurt his chest a little bit, and this right here is Beta. This is the one that had the crooked neck, and as you guys can see, its neck it appears to have mostly healed and returned back to normal. So I guess this little guy just kind of needed help, like time to just heal. Alrighty, now for the little ones, the itty bitty ones, if you guys want to go back to the video where I had initially found them, you'll be able to see the difference of how much these little ones have grown. Look at this. These guys have gotten huge over the last few days. Here, go ahead and go a little bit sideways, honey, so they can see more of a side picture of them. Here you go, little ones. Come on, look up. Okay, back up a little bit. There you go. Hold on. Look at them. There they are. They're doing really well. They've been growing a lot. You guys can see that their feathers are starting to come in. They're pooping all over the place. I'm actually thinking that one of them is about to get ready to poop again. Yep, there you go. The joys of rescuing little babies. Right? Alright, now don't worry about Alpha too much. I believe that Alpha will be okay. My husband is really good at recognizing wounds. It more looks like there may have been a little bit of an infection from probably some bacteria, from a little bit of food that was probably caked on at the base of the feathers and didn't get cleaned off right away. And then a feather probably got pulled out, exposing a pore or two, and some of that bacteria got in. Because the fact is that one of the reasons why we don't continuously feed them the same formula that's been out for a while is because it develops bacteria very quickly. And by the way, these little guys have started to open their eyes. Here, go ahead and show that to them, Dee Dee. The eyes. You're gonna want to angle it, hon. Okay. Can you guys see the eyes? Can you see the eyes, honey?
Yeah, sometimes.
They don't exactly hold still a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, back up a little bit, love. There you go. Let's see. Let's see if we can show your eyes. There you go. And they're responding. They're responding really well to feeding techniques. As you can see, they are fluttering their wings, they're pushing in their beak, and they're opening their beak almost immediately. They're doing really well. And then something I wanted to mention about these little guys, these guys are even more likely to aspirate if you put food in the back of their throat. So if you do feed them with a syringe, you want to make sure, and this is where you're going to want to be close up, sweetheart, on the mouth, because you're going to want to show the open mouth. So you want to make sure that when you do open the mouth, are you able to see it?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do it a little bit better, like from this direction. Come on. Alright, let's see. Can you get your mouth open? There you go. Can you guys see it? The mouth open? Open up. You see how the bottom is kind of like a bowl? When the baby puts its mouth into the mother's throat to drink the dove milk, the milk will actually slowly start going into the bottom of the beak, further towards the back, and then the baby will sense it, taste it, and start drinking it. So if you are using a syringe, do not put the syringe in the back of the throat. Now, if you're an experienced bird feeder, obviously you know what you're doing, you know where the crop is, and you know how to handle and raise doves. But if you're not an experienced bird feeder, If you're new to doves or new to little birdies, just doing this, these guys can't just handle the food going in the back of the throat like a lot of other birds may be able to. And I'm not an expert either, but for these guys specifically, you're going to want to put a drop of food at the tip of their beak. So once they open their beak, which isn't always easy, you want to trigger the beak to open. Sometimes it opens for like a split second. And then you want to kind of drop the food, and I'll show it to you guys right now with my syringe that I have right here ready to go. Come on, babies. Don't worry, the other doves are not going to hurt them. Such a cutie, huh? Here, watch out. So, can you see the mouth?
Oh. Yeah.
Alright, can you open, little one? Come on. So you want to put it just at the tip. Right there. Are you able to see that, Dee Dee?
Yeah, perfectly, actually.
There you go, just like that. And that way, it'll slide to the back and they're able to drink it, and you don't have to worry about them choking on it. These guys literally never choke by me using this technique. It takes a little bit longer. Doves do in general just take longer when it comes to feeding. So if you're not crop feeding, which is a lot more difficult with these guys to do, and from my understanding, it's actually recommended against crop feeding for these guys, especially if you're not somebody who knows exactly what they're doing and has got the education or the experience to do that. But as you can see, the feeding goes along fairly fast. Put a little drop, let it slide in the back, let them swallow it, and open again. And this one's doing really great. I'm going to show you guys with the other one, with the smaller one. By the way, we've actually named these guys finally. So since we're not keeping any of these babies, we're actually going to go ahead and continue what we did before. So you guys know that we named the bigger ones Alpha and Beta. So this one right here is Charlie, and this one is Delta. So we're just continuing the alphabetical name process. There you go. And it's pretty simple. You guys just keep doing this. Try to put about 1 or 2 drops in the front, depending on how tiny they are. In the beginning, I did very, very little as they were learning. So I just did like this in the very tip. And as you can see, you guys can see their little tongue possibly.
Yep.
I hope you can. Look at that little tongue go. They lick
Yeah.
it. So if you're really nervous, if you can't get their mouth open or anything, another way you can actually get them to eat is, because they may not open their mouths all the way in the beginning, is to put a little bit of food right here and then just kind of try to aim. See, these guys are used to eating that certain way, but in the beginning they may not be. And then if you have that little bit of food, you might be able to actually aim their little mouths against like a little puddle of food right there, and they would then start slurping it up. As soon as they taste it, they'll start working on it. You see, he's trying to. These guys are obviously trying to open their beaks because they've already learned how it works and how to be triggered. Like how to trigger the opening. You guys see how easily these guys open their beaks already. So they're doing really well. But that's actually right there, that was a good example. Sometimes they, nope, not like that, silly. See, I'm not even putting my finger at the top. There, right this. This is what a lot of people end up with a beak that opens no more than this much. If that happens, put a tiny drop of food right at the tip, right there. It will slowly go in, and you'll see that, and they'll drink it up. And just do that. It'll take a lot longer. It'll be more difficult to keep the food warm, but trust me, it's worth it. You don't want your baby to aspirate. Anyways, I hope this has been a good little update on these little guys. They're poking at each other. No picking on your brother. No picking on your brother. And the other 2 doves are gonna be okay. If you guys want to, you can look up the soft release versus a hard release for birds that have been hand reared. It basically just means that I will continue to support them after releasing them, and that there's a little bit of extra time that I'm investing and a little bit of extra preparation prior to the release. These guys are currently learning to eat on their own. They're still getting some food throughout the day, but they've been learning to eat seeds. They've been learning to drink water on their own and all that. So, and they're doing okay. They're getting the hang of it. So we're really proud of them. Yeah, you see that? You see the camera? Say hi. Say, look how much we've grown. Yeah, look how much we've grown. And then, as you can see right here, these guys are not mourning doves. These are actually white-winged doves. And that's because of that white stripe right here. Alrighty, y'all. We hope you guys enjoyed the video. And this update on our dove babies that we are rehabilitating right now. With the advice and help of somebody who is experienced and professional, and then I myself have a lot of experience with rescuing animals of all sorts, so and raising animals of all sorts. So we hope to see you guys back. Alrighty, bye everyone.
Bye, everyone.